two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Seattle. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think you would agree, just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play, gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Solid rush was coming, hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
Allen. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 56. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. McDermott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Here's Hardman to return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
So you nod your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On fourth down, McDermott will find Metcalf, but he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mecole Hardman, 23 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith, 28 yards. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. Looking to throw. McDermott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Eaglesons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
On second down, Mostert. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
50 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDermott. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scored.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to have the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Eagles 27, Seahawks nothing. Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A final shot before break. McDermott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. To throw on 2nd down, McDermott. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Hardman on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Allen's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running the counter with Mostert. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 1st rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles extend their lead yet again. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
The throw over the middle taken in. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it at that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys,
touchdown! Raheem Mostert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off play action. McDermott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
First down, Philadelphia.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're